This is FIBA Podcast. Thank you for joining in our morning daily devotion.
Reflections from the life of Joseph. Genesis chapter 45 verses 5 to 7 we read, "And now do not be distressed and do not be angry with yourselves for selling me here, because it was to save lives that God sent me ahead of you. For 2 years now there has been famine in the land, and for the next 5 years there will be no plowing and reaping. But God sent me ahead of you to preserve for you a remnant on earth and to save your lives by a great deliverance." Joseph revealed his identity to his brothers and said to them that God had sent him here. We may think it was the brothers, but Joseph shows insight. Joseph knew that God was in control. Joseph had faith in God, and he was living by faith. When Joseph was in the pit, when he was sold into slavery, when he was at Potiphar's house, when he was falsely accused, when he was elevated to being the second in command to the Pharaoh, through the 7 years of plenty and through the 7 years of famine, Joseph always knew that God was with him. He believed that God is in full control. He had faith in God. Joseph understood the plan of God in his life. Joseph told his brothers, it is for a purpose and a reason that God has caused all these things to happen. It was God who sent him ahead of them so that their lives will be saved. Then Joseph's brothers hugged him and they were together again. Joseph longed to see his father, so he told them that they come and live near the land of Goshen. They were to bring their families, their children, their flock, everything they had, and Joseph would provide for them. This is truly amazing. Know that God is in control of every detail of your life. You are alive and you have been kept for a reason and for a purpose. Joseph, at the end of his life, tells his brothers that you intended to harm me, but God meant it for good. God took all the bad circumstances and the broken pieces in Joseph's lives to accomplish his purpose. In hindsight, Joseph recognizes God as the Redeemer and Restorer. Romans chapter 8 verse 28 we read, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." I would like to conclude today's devotion by reading Psalm 121. I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. God bless you. Have a blessed day.
For more details, please contact 916364252164 or email us to info@fibaonline.org.